Hi people, it's Ed from Optimal Fitness. Today I've got my latest video on my how to train properly with our compound lifts little series, our big lift series. So today we're going to do a pull-up and go through different tactics if you struggle with pull-ups and you want to get better at them, or just how to do them properly really. So that's what's coming up next. As always guys, my ebook's in the description below. Check it out. If you like this content, you'll love that. And yeah, thank you for liking and subscribing, which you're going to do now because you're watching this video. Before I rabble on anymore, let's get into it, shall we? Let's smash these pull-ups. So when we come to pull-ups guys, first things first, depending on what part of your back you want in work, depends on what side of grip you're going to have. Okay, so if we want to work our biceps more and our inner spine, we're going to go for a close grip with the hands facing us. If we want to work the wings, our lats a bit more, okay, and the outside of our arms, we're going to do a wider grip push-up. So anything in between there is how it measures in between. So, you know, if you go a bit wider, you're going to bring a bit more lat into it. A bit closer, it's going to be a bit more arm and a bit more bicep and a bit more inner back. Generally a more powerful movement. The wider one is generally a bit more of a bodybuilding movement. After this, guys, what we've got is how we really want to sequence our pull-ups. Now, what I see loads of people who are very capable of doing pull-ups, their biggest mistake they make is that they get onto the bar and they almost like reach the chest around. So you almost like crunch up with the shoulders here and get this way. And what you're actually doing there is training poor posture. Remember, one of my principles of training people is we want to train good posture. We want to train how we want to look. And we don't really want to train to get all these rounded shoulders, which is what you're doing there. How you want to train is you want to train that your shoulders feel back and down, yeah? Your lats feel engaged, and then you're pulling from there. So even if you're doing less reps because of this, because you're a bit weaker, still try and do your pull-ups in whichever form with good posture. So that means feeling shoulders back and down, our mid-spine's engaged, and then we're pulling our chest to the bar almost, okay? So a bit more like, a bit more that way. Now, a pull-up, admittedly, is going to be hard to do that all the time because it's a really hard movement. You've got to be very strong with it. So if you struggle with that, you might well go to like a lat pulling or something, or you might use some bits of equipment that we go into. Now, if we're struggling with our pull-ups and we can do a couple, but we're not sure about it, you haven't got any other equipment, there's a few ways that I make it a bit easier and I like scale the pull-up down. So obviously if we can go up and we can do 5, 6, 10, whatever it is like that, up and down, fantastic. If you start to struggle, the first thing I get my clients to do is I get them to think about the eccentric phase, the lowering phase of the pull-up more than anything else. So what I'm going to get them to do is jump up to the bar, all the way up nice and high, and then slowly lower down. And that's one pull-up. And then they'll go again. Jump up, hold, slowly lower down, okay? And it's just going to help you progress those pull-ups a little bit more, all right? Now, if you haven't, or if you then start to struggle with this, what we're going to do is bring in something like a bench there. Now, I know you can't see this on the camera, but there is a bench there. And unfortunately, I haven't got anyone filming this one, so I can't get it to show you, but I'm going to stand on a bench, makes me a lot higher, okay? I'm then just going to grip the bar, and this is like the easiest way to do it. And all we're going to do is work the eccentric mode. Now, from here, we're just going to jump and really slowly lower down, reset back onto the bench, jump up, slowly lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're doing that, you're really working the eccentric phase, which is the growing phase. It's when your muscles tear and then they have to grow back bigger and stronger. So if you're struggling to do pull-ups off the bat, give those a go, midway of getting better at them. Okay then guys, so this is the bench I was using to do those eccentrics with. You can see what I mean now with the setup for it. So if you want to try a different way and you still find that a bit hard, these bands are amazing. You can get different colours. The green one's the strongest. These are like super strong. Purple's a bit weaker, you've got black, a bit weaker, red, depending on what the colour, but they get thinner the weaker and thicker the easier, right? And all I'm going to do to make these a bit easier for myself and to help me train up my pull-up strength is I'm going to loop this around the bar, okay? I'm going to pop it in here, alright? Eventually get that done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop my knee in that bar, and that's going to help me really take my load and help me improve my pull-ups. Okay, so, and then what you can do is, as you're gradually getting better, you make the band weaker, so you'll go green, orange, black, red, thinner, 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 and then eventually you can start doing them with your own body weight. So, there's a little hack on how to improve your pull-ups. Whether you're doing this at home on a pull-up bar or in the gym on a pull-up bar, these bands are very cheap really, and if you're in a good gym, they should have them somewhere about. So, yeah, give that a go. That is a really good way of getting better at pull-ups. Okay guys, that's it. That's pretty much how to do a pull-up, made really easily. As always, please like, subscribe. I appreciate the support, and it just makes me want to do the videos a bit more to help you guys, because I know that you're learning and enjoying them and stuff. As with anything else, if you're not sure if you're doing it right, take a video, send it in. Happy to have a look and give you a bit of feedback. And finally, grab my ebook. If you're liking this stuff, you'll love that, like I said before. So yeah, hope it's all good, hope you're enjoying it, and I will catch you soon. Take care.